around Anioma State creation. We have joining us social activist, convener of the United Niger Delta Congress, chairman of the Network Against Corruption and Trafficking, and publisher of Secret Reporters, Mr. Fejiro Tega, joins us from the USA. Welcome on the program. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Fejiro.
Yes, appreciate your time and company. Well, let's start from the very beginning, tracing some sort of history around the Anioma State creation and what it has been and how it has culminated to this point of our national lives. What has it been for you? How significant is this call? When you juxtapose that with all of the persons that are involved in the clamor for the creation of Anioma State. Some people are wondering, is this more about identity? Is this what cultural undertones does this have? And what is the politics in play here?
Okay. In the first place, Anioma ought not to be part of Delta. Yeah. It is, Anioma is tilted towards the Igbo region than even the Delta region. Among the tribes in Delta State, the only distinct tribe we have in Delta is the Anioma tribe. If you go to the Orobo, even among the central region, where we have basically Orobos, we still have a little bit of distance where the Okwe cities are not fully Orobo. Now come to the south, you have the Ijo, you have the Isuko, you have the Shekiri. 3 different tribes making up a district. But in the Anioma region, the Nanka governments are basically more of Igbos. They speak a distinct language. So calling for the creation of Anioma is not out of place. And like I said, if this were a military government we had, I believe the military government by now should have said, oh, Anioma should be a state under, not even the south, it should be under the southeast as a state. So it is not out of place, going by history, that Anioma should be a distinct state of its own. And like I said, not even the south, like Akobe is saying, but should even be under the southeast. And going by it in the terms of politics, yes, Ned is not the first to champion the cause of Anioma region. We've had other persons, other senators in the time past who have brought up the issue of, oh, Anioma should be a state. Some persons are saying in data that, oh, it should not be, and some persons are being accused of sponsoring orders against the Anioma creation. But one thing you will give to Ned is this: he has awakened the consciousness that Anioma has come of age to govern itself. Anioma has come of age to leave Delta State at its own group. Anioma has come of age to be the president of Delta State. And in all fairness, they should be allowed to go. You don't force a people to be part of a place they don't want to be. And this is not about politics. It's about history. They have a history of unity, history of oneness, and a history of cohesiveness. And that history today is what Ned is driving. So yes.
Geographical location, there are certain key parameters that must be met before a state is created. Aside from, you have the economic, geographical, and other cultural parameters that must be met. To what extent does Anioma proposed Anioma State meet these criteria, apart from the location that you mentioned as being close to the southeast?
Forget that in Ndokwa, the country has one of the biggest natural gas in Ndokwa. That alone is enough economic value to Anioma. They have silicon. In terms of natural resources, Anioma has everything it takes to take of itself as a state. Yes. So talk about economic value if it is created without even the fact allocation, Anioma can take of itself. In terms of population, they have it. Well, talk about the people of almost 4 million going by the indirect counts. So politically, they have it. Economically, they are viable. In terms of manpower, we have the people there. Are you going to talk about Ned? Is it Okowa? They have everything it takes to be a state of its own. So let somebody come and say, oh, they don't have the economic resources to take care of itself. Anioma can comfortably drive its own state without even depending on the federal allocation. So anybody saying, oh, they must depend on the federal government first before they can survive, that is not true. For a state that contributes a lot to the country's current economic drive, a state that contributes a lot to our electricity, a state with a lot of natural resources, anybody will say, oh, they cannot drive itself, it is not viable. That's a potential agreement for anybody to make. Or it's just a way to just put Anioma into the boss of Delta State. Okowa, when the governor, has proven to us in the first place that if you leave an Anioma person as a governor, right, it can develop itself. Under Okowa government, Okowa put Ika under as the separate community. Why? Because for him, he feeds the oil in the lands. Most of the biggest oil companies, Ajip, Sapem, Nest Oil, they're all in the Anioma axis. Do you know how much tax those companies pay? How many of those companies are in worry? How many of those companies are not really? The major oil companies today in Nigeria, in Delta State, and in Anioma. So yes, it has enough economic factor to drive itself.
Yes, we also understand that the clamor for Anioma State dates back post-independence, about 70 years ago. And then when you look at it now, you want to wonder, why is this particular era very significant for the clamor? What is now being done differently that is now seeming as though we are tilting very fast towards achieving the Anioma State creation? Even the National Assembly seems to be on board with the hopes.
Is the difference. The NTA we had in 1954 is not the NTA we have of today. Times have changed. The Anioma people have come to understand that they don't need any other tribe to survive. They've gathered more intellectuals. They have people who are now more financially stable. Look at the banking sector. Anioma took about the banking sector. The UBA, the Zenith Bank. Is it the media, your Arise TV?
All right.
So everything right now tilts towards the balance, and Anioma should be allowed to go. And don't forget that other senators who took up this never took up this Anioma path. 99, we've never had any senator again who took it up. Ned, being a dogged fighter, has now come to see one of his campaign promises was that if he gets to the Senate, he will make it come to pass.
All right, are you comfortable
So he's
with
only
the...
actualizing one of his dreams.
Okay, are you comfortable with the capital, the proposed capital being at Saba, and then I think the new Delta State will be worried? How strategic is the capital proposal?
No, it would be unfair to take away the capital from Asaba. Okay, where will you take it to? Is in Dokwa. Asaba has everything already. The only pain I have is that if Anioma goes, it means that we have cheated other places in that state. You know why? Over the years, we have concentrated enough weight in Anioma, from Oduaga periods to Okowa and even to Sheriff. They've put so much weight in Asaba. So right now, the moment Anioma is created, it means we now have to start struggling to put to come and start building the new capital in that state. And for me, I don't agree should be in worry. Why worry? Any capital in that state, it should be in Uheli. It shouldn't be in worry. Worry is too prone to crisis. Where you have the job fighting, you have the security fighting, you have the robot fighting. A place that is prone to crisis cannot be a capital. The same reason why Lagos was removed as capital, because it's prone to easy access to war. The river there, the landholders.
Well, let's take your parting shot in just 30 seconds as we're completely out of time. What do you think should be the commitment of leaders and stakeholders who are interested in realizing the Anioma State creation currently as they move forward?
Okowa should support the creation. Yes. Every leader in Delta State, including the current governor, Sheriff, should support Anioma as a state. Everybody in Delta State should support Anioma living Delta State. It is viable. They have the manpower. They have the potential. They have everything to drive and to survive as a state. And it also removes the burden of governance on other governors who will come on board. The lesser a state, the easier it is to govern. The more
This has, some people also believe this has some political value for the Niger Delta region.
Of course it does. It does. It means if Anioma goes, we'll now have 10 Niger Delta region instead of 9. So it does.
All right.
The more appointees you have at the federal level, the more policies you apply at the federal level. So it's a big way for Niger Delta region if Anioma goes.
All right, we must leave it here. Thank you very much, Fejiro Tega, all the way from the USA, for speaking to us, a social activist, convener of the United Niger Delta Congress, and chairman of the Network Against Corruption and Trafficking, also publisher of Secret Reporters. We appreciate your time and company on the program.
Thank you for your time,
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
That brings us to the end of Niger Delta today. Thank you very much for watching. Join us again tomorrow as we cap the week. My name is Xavier Robert, wishing you a terrific first day.
And I am Sifon Ode. Good afternoon.
First thing first, I want to give a shout out and a thanks to Fejiro Tega. You did justice to this interview. And this will let you know that it is a win-win if Anioma State is created. What Fejiro did in this interview shows that both the Yorubas, both the Delta Central and the Delta South, are in support of Anioma living. Because even in our last visit to the Deputy Speaker of the House in the National Assembly, we also have a representative of Olu of Warri who came to say they are in support of Anioma State being created. So this is a win-win for us. But what I want to address is part of the question they asked him. You know, the question they asked him saying, why would it be fair for the capital to be in Asaba? And he said yes, that will be unfair if the capital is removed from Asaba and given to another place. But he went on to say that if that is done, they, the new debt, are going to be losing because they will have to build from the scratch. And I want to remind Fejiro and everyone about the listening, that is not true. I was in airport on Friday. About 3 different planes that are heading to Delta Warri Airport boarded before the Asaba own could be boarded. Exactly. What am I trying to say? Delta State still remains the only state that has 2 capitals as of today. In terms of infrastructure and the way the system is being governed, Delta State has 2 capitals. We could not lie to ourselves. I go lie for you. We have a government house in Warri as of today. We have an airport in Warri as of today. DBN, Data Broadcasting Service, has an office and a broadcasting station, a studio in Warri. NTA Asaba has another NTA Warri. National Stadium, in fact, the one in Warri is more durable and functionable than the one in Asaba. I go lie for you. Should I start listing things that are supposed to be in a capital that are already in Warri? So, it is not an excuse to come and say that it's starting from the beginning. No, it's not. Warri is already established and built. And for the last 3 years, the sheriff himself, assuming maybe he knew they are going to be a sheriff of state. Concentrate his infrastructures in Warri. There are 3 major flyovers being built in Warri right now by Julius Berger. So what are you telling me? So, but if you are saying that Warri is prone to fighting and quarreling, well, it's your own fault. Because the last time I checked, all those guys that come online and be saying, Igbo people are not united, Igbo people, IPOB, they do this one they happen, this, Igbo people are this, Igbo people are that. But now you are confirming that you people are the one not united. You people are fighting over a land. I thought Igbo they fight for land, Igbo they do this, but you're not saying that Warri is prone to fight and quarrel and crashes and crises because Ijo are dragging some part of Warri, Urobo are dragging some part of Warri, what the name is, Shakiri are dragging some part of Warri. So you people are the one not united. But every time you will be the one pointing finger to Igbo, and Igbos are this, Igbos are that. Don't you see? Odoli Bonye, Open Konyo Zopokodo. It is always the Igbos, every Nigeria will talk. Igbo people are like this, but now you use your mouth to confirm that you people are in crisis, even down there in the Warri. So it's high time you people go and solve it. This same crisis made people lose out to have the capital of data. 1991 when Babangida wanted to create the state, because Ndorodoro, let it be in Sapele, let it be in Ueli, let it be in Warri. No, it will not be. I should be a law of I should be number 1 citizen chief. This is why you put drag it. Miriam Nat told Babangida, take it to Asaba and leave these people. You people started again. You people should not drag us back, please. Like we said, creating the state is a win-win for everybody. You win, I win. We smile. Governance will be brought closer to people. For all those who feel uncomfortable that Asaba is the capital, now you have a way to build their place with your own oil. Like he said, it will even increase the Niger Delta, because Anioma will also be a Niger Delta, an oil producing state. And now that means we'll have 1 additional Niger Delta state. So the governance will be closer to the people. Once again, I want to thank you, Mr. Fejiro. I know you are in US. Okowa made you to run away that year. He's the man that first called Okowa the bad boy. But I guess you have reconciled with him. Politics should not be a politics of bitterness. It's a politics without permanent enemy. And I love the advice you gave that everybody, including Okowa, should support Anioma State. Like I always said, if Okowa and his cliques support Anioma State, their political ambition is secure. But if they keep playing politics like this, they are automatically telling us, the people, they are the enemy of the masses. They are just there for their selfish interests. Because this is what everybody should support. And then it's a win-win. We all smile, do congratulations, and continue developing ourselves. I'm out of here, John.